Heaven, hi everyone. I'm Derek and a member of the Faithful Remnant Church. We are the end time church established by Jesus Christ, the Most High True God. And we are highly privileged and highly favored by the Most High True God, Eternal Father in heaven. Because the Faithful Remnant Church is the church Jesus Christ himself has established, and he has appointed his two witnesses, those spoken of in the Bible, Revelation chapter 11, to lead us. They are Petrus Romanus and his wife Mary Romanus, and they lead the Faithful Remnant Church. Please visit the website testimonyofthetwowitness.com and know more about the two witnesses and the messages they are giving to all members of the Faithful Remnant and to the whole world. I was a Protestant, and I didn't know that I was a Protestant. I knew I was a good Christian and was heading towards heaven. There are so many people out there who don't even know that they are also Protestants. So I'll put a link of a video under this video so that it will teach you, for you to know the difference between a Protestant and a good Christian. There are so many Protestant churches out there, but I was with the Seventh-day Adventist church, because anyone who does not worship on Saturday, we believe that person has violated the commandment of the Most High True God and is very, very in a bad shape. We also believe that Ellen G. White was the prophetess of God, and we respected her as such. But upon further studies, I got to know that the SDA church is deceiving its members, because our faith based on the 7-day Sabbath, which is Saturday, is a big lie, because the Jewish had a different calendar altogether, and we are now using a Gregorian calendar, which is different from what the Jewish were using. So the 7-day Sabbath on the Jewish calendar is different from the 7-day Sabbath on the Gregorian calendar. Therefore, it is a big lie. So that made me left that church, and I was in search for the truth. But the Most High True God, through his wonderful means, he has said that search and you'll find. He guided me to find the words of the Most High True God in his website, testimonyofthetwowitness.com. Upon reading the words, then I got to know that truly his two witnesses are around. And I said the two witnesses are Petrus Romanus and his wife Mary Romanus. So from there, I decided to jump on board the Ark of Safety. Then Jesus Christ, the Most High True God himself, answered most of the questions that I did not understand. So, as a former member of Seventh-day Adventist Church, your guess is right, the questions I'll ask. So, the first question I asked was about the Sabbath. And this was the response Jesus Christ, the Most High True God, gave to me. On the September 28, 2012, Jesus said, "I never intended that one day should be set aside for church service in the week. This is contrary to what I taught from the beginning, since I created the heaven and the earth in 6 days, and then rested on the 7th day. I simply rested, my children, teaching mankind that they too will need to take a rest from all their labor, physical, arduous labor. Not that they should take a break from worldly pleasures and set aside one day to worship their Creator." Jesus further said, when I gave my 10 commandments, I was very clear: keep the Sabbath day holy. What does this mean, my children? Does this mean every other day of the week people can neglect their God and only think about their spiritual life one day a week? Never was this the case, my children, but every day must be kept holy. Every day is to be like the Sabbath day. The Pharisees were the ones who made up certain rules and regulations to what must be done one day a week. But they were wrong in doing so. Instead, they should have focused people's hearts on worshiping their Creator every day of the week. The word of the Most High True God. So you see, this one was a very big relief from the do's and the don'ts on Saturday. Moreover, I did not stop asking my questions. On the 21st of November 2015, I asked another question to clarify things. I asked this question: please, I want to know, is Ellen G. White a prophetess of the Most High True God? And where is she now? Immediately I asked this question. Peter the Last, one of the two witnesses, clarified my question. And this is what he said. Peter the Last said, for those who do not know who she is the one responsible for the massive and incomprehensible lie that is being proclaimed by the Seventh-day Adventists, who greet people at their weekly Saturday gathering with the word Happy Sabbath. We should know, we witnessed that firsthand as we did our rounds of all the religious institutions out there. So Pope Peter the Last clarified my question, but he could have answered me, but he rather sent my question to the throne of the Most High True God, and Jesus Christ, the Most High True God, answered me himself. This answer, I had it in my mail. Jesus Christ answers prayers and even tells us things in our own mail. He sent them to us through our mails, and it's very shocking. So I had this message from Jesus Christ on the 21st of November 2015. You can find that at the website testimonyofthethewitness.com as well. Now Jesus said, no, the heads and founders of all the false religious organizations that were in fact set up and founded by the Illuminatis are not here with me. They did not make it because their treasures was only in this world and in the flesh. They were not seeking after the heavenly gifts, virtues. The whole point of them founding those institutions was for the sole purpose of bringing my flock away from the sacred truth, bringing my flock back into the letter of the law and away from the spirit of the law. Those religious leaders were not truly religious in any way, but they were self-centered and egotistical. Most of them, they were deceived by fallen angels to found their religious organization. They were waterless clouds casting up the foam of their own shame. No, there is only one true faith, and that is the Roman Catholic faith, and that is the universal faith of those who choose to believe in me and act upon that faith in their heart, who believe without seeing, who receive my testimony into their heart, not the Bible, but the testimony that explains the Bible in its true interpretation, the word of the Most High True God. So, that was the answer I had from Jesus Christ, the Most High True God, the creator of heaven and earth, the Lord of the Sabbath. So I entreat all Seventh-day Adventist church members to search for the truth. Visit the website testimonyofthethewitness.com and read more about the Sabbath, and read more about the false prophets who established all the Protestant churches. So when you visit the website testimonyofthethewitness.com, you know more about them. Jesus Christ, the Most High True God, is answering all the questions that you will not understand. So contact the two witnesses and jump on board the ark of safety. May the Most High True God bless you all. Amen.